Hello, this is Mountain Limited and Alexa, set the timer for an hour.
1 hour, starting now.
This is because, guess what? Let me check Zoom, okay? It is. Guess what? It's my final day has passed in my college first term and I've got 9 to 10 weeks off. Yeah, so I have a lot of free time. So, yeah. And since I'm still waiting for that job app for what's it called? Air ambulance. Well, listen. Well, then I may even start on the no universe. Start on the what? I don't remember that. The Fire Rises. Kill those 2 troopers. Got surrounded. Get not surrounded. The rise of American protectionism. A labour strike in Dalian. In the past few hours, workers at the factory of Dalian have wrestled control from the bosses and declared a strike for all of the workers at the factory. They have demanded better pay, work duty, and claim they have been mistreated by their bosses for years. However, arguing that the major driving force behind the factory, they should have more say in what is run. Send our supporters to break the strike rally. First heck of a day, because it's kind of insulting that we're losing to 1 unit. It's not even over a river. This guy's jacked. Target WSP. Target G. T debug. Get rid of all of you and what's that's how it should be done. Immoral warfare is somehow being completed. Get that. CP W give you that. Influence. PP. We have the CRC report. Here are opposition leaders. Funding party union. Consider it. Give them trades. Kill that militia. Considering what they should become. Will they be a monarchy? Fascist? You know it? Yeah, you. That's flip-flopping. We go here. Get two of you, put you into there, put you into there, and put Lao Yaoxing on there. Put you onto there. Just in case we have to cross the Grand Line. The be exact, the Jinsha River. So the 1954 presidential election, the president of China is elected by the National Assembly. Another term? I think so. Think of doing an India playthrough in this. Trading. Always. Combat communist influence. No, I need to do that. But I do need to send troops to pacify Yunnan. And a Hotem. Is Hubei needing new troopers? Meeting with Labour. Meeting with Labour representatives. Not British Labour, thank God. The Treaty of Honolulu. Japan's a thing now. Led by the Japanese Democratic Party, or Minshuto. Nihon Minshuto. And that's basically their entire existence. Literally, this is their entire focus tree. I haven't seen if it changed or not, because I waited way too long and it never happened. Sorry for the guy who wanted me to try it. To be honest, there's not really much to it. Well, I don't know why this region is demilitarized. Still confuses me. I have seen him once turn communist, but I have no idea how that happened, so I can't do that. Influence you. Get Japan on our side. Ironic. Influence Ethiopia, Somalia, and add them to our side. They're one of the most... Malaya membership to the United Nations. Sure. Support. do a bunch of you. When we invite them to our alliance, they accept. With alternative tactics, third infiltration, we'll infiltrate them again. Delaying UN membership, there'll probably another one after this. Get a deal, sure. Intimidation tactics, option the leadership. Bhutan, Yunnan, not Hubei. Ideological training. Did I put it? Yes, I did. ep11 appointed region of Hungary. Still under the Hungarian military junta. ep11 appointed a regent of Hungary. Since the regent of these regime as a powerful dictator, the military has made several amendments, greatly reducing the power of the regent, more akin to a symbolic role. Therefore, with the military government feeling the need to appease the population and the administration, and decided to appoint Bishop Vilmo Apor, country's new regent, born into nobility as a Baron Vilmo Apor, will turn into a bishop, earning great fame among his peers. So, puppet leader. So we could have either. So this is the route they went down. They basically become military government. We could have gone arrow cross, which would have been unique. I'll give it that. This is what happens if they won the whole thing in Romania. Currently they haven't. So since their autocracy is they did the handling of refugees instead of the stop the refugees. Mostly going to get labor Jewish divisions and a new generation. Interesting, I know. Draza Mihailovic stays in control. Good for them, I guess. And Peter II will be soon coronated. Glory be to a monarchist nation. That's happening. Continue the reorganization of the party is completed. Now suppress provincial fractionalism. So we get to deal with what remains of the cliques. Once military cliques turn provisional political cliques, these entrenched elites are damaging our party capacity. We have allowed them to exist long enough. It is now time for us to root them out. So basically we start destroying all the cliques. The most powerful which will be in Shaanxi and Guangxi. Yunnan is up to debate. I don't know if Long Yun is still around, and it probably is. Definitely Xinjiang. Well, no, we destroyed that one by getting rid of Shenjikai. Weakening. Which one's stronger? I have no idea. I'll do all those, I guess. Agitators in Sierra. Oh, fine. That. Negotiation in Tibet. Negotiation in Tibet. Do that. That's happened. You're getting an ideological base. Tissot has resigned, pressured by his cabinet and the foreign interests. Yes, the long-time dictator, Joseph Tissot, not sure if he was dictator or an elected official, of the Slovak Republic, has announced his immediate resignation. In this urgent announcement, temporal leadership have been handed to the Slovak Diet until the suitable replacement is elected and become new president. While this largely does not mean any fundamental changes in Slovakia, new leadership may be enough to revitalize the ailing establishment, gone with the old dictator. So the Hlinka Slovak People's Party, or Hlinka Slovenska Ludová Strana, and its coalition partner, the Party of National Revival, or Strana Narodnej Obrody, are sort of an alliance, which I did not know. I know the HSS, that's the short term for it, was HSLS was in charge. I did not know about the SNO being part of it. Anyway, Slovak Diet's now leading it. There is Line has been. So the new guy's getting power looks to be Wojtek Tuka, the basic Nazi. Basically, he was the leader of the Hlinka Guard, which was basically the Slovak version of the SS, and was basically a puppet of Hitler. So, Hitler forced in the Salzburg Agreement that the HSS, Hlinka Guard, be always given seats in government. So, yeah, basically a German puppet in all sense of the word. Kills 2 troopers. Successful infiltration. Alternative tactique. That power is back to 1 again, god damn it. There, we killed 2 troops. Well done us. The Socialist Republic of Croatia is finally failing. Thai government wants support, sure. The inauguration ceremony. The national anthem echoed throughout the hall as the crowd stood still before the bowing towards the portrait of Dr. Sun Yat-sen. Then, the incumbent chief of the traditional Yuan is summoned on the stage in order to administer the presidential oath. I do solemnly and sincerely swear. And Fianna Fáil is elected in Ireland. Alright. Could really care less. Sudan gains independence. Good luck, Sudan. And they're currently in a civil war. We're supporting the northern side today. Which is arguably better than the southern side. You to get allowed dip well. All the non there are. One trooper. We got one trooper. Go forth and support the recumbency of Ismail al-Azhari of the Democratic Unionist Party. CP2222. CP2222. The power of India has drifted away from our sphere of influence. External interference. Tragic. And a march on Lasha. And we need a combination of special environment and mass movement has successfully convinced the Kashag to capitulate to popular will. Backed by the support of the reassurance of India, the Kashag officially appoints the Tibetan Communist Party into government. Following the massive march on Lasha, successful thing of transfer of power to the young Bolshevik regime, in spite of the worries of the landlords, new leadership promised incremental reforms instead of revolution, warning their fellow Tibetans that annexation by the nationalist China would mean the influx of Chinese capital, which would be a loss for every class in Tibet. What the? It's time to cross the river. Which one are you? Here. Men. I'm gonna. No, for some reason the thing was. This is weird. That was right. Both in and not in our faction, ironically. Yeah, just march to Lasha. That should I put it more? Yeah, I think I should put it more central to where Lomberg is. That's a good part. And says we're finally going to beat the knees out of the Indians. But yeah, so I was ready for that march. From the west, we shall march to Calcutta. And from the east, we shall march to Bombay. Oh, indeed. Northern troops. You go to Delhi. You have 999 things to do, and all of them need my attention. And a lot of political power. And a lot of influencing. Goddamn, influencing. No, it's on turn off the oil button. If that's so, that's going to be a real help. Hide influence. don't care about contested countries, I just want to get rid of all this oil processing. PP 2222222. There we go. Yeah, rural patrols, militarism. Influence Botswana. Also, Botswana now exists somehow. Speaking of things I wanted to do, I've also played Kaiser Redux, and I know it's not going to be an interesting one, but a unique playthrough to play as. Playing as Rhodesia, or at least trying to form Rhodesia. Has someone probably already done it? Probably. Will I do it anyway? Yeah. So you. Get military engineering. The invasion of Tibet. Let's roll. What the hell is happening? So Germany just annexed Belgium and the Netherlands. So which group of army were you in? Oh, this one. Army move. Oh, so airplanes. Kill. Army. This is gonna only be a Chinese affair, shall we say. No, not join you. Decline. Delhi's prices are but air. So long, Bo Guang Teng Tang of the Tibetan Communist Party of Thuok Sok Wang Yao, who had no plans to begin with. Turkish membership to the UN? Sure. I have no bother with the Turks. I'm busy in Tibet committing, well, I wouldn't say I'm committing war crimes, but I'm definitely destroying a lot of stuff. The vows to rule 1,000 more since the passing of the great founder Dr. Sun Yat-sen in 1926, the ascendancy of Chiang Kai-shek to the helm of the Republic as Generalissimo, Chairman and now President. Chiang has led the Republic to victory after victory throughout the most turbulent times in recent history. Without President Chiang, China and the revolution may well have forever been lost to the jaws of communist bandits and Japanese imperialists. For much diligent service to the Republic, debate has arisen regarding the idea of the continuation of 1947 regarding the idea that the Constitution of 1947 must be amended to lift the term limit in the public to allow Chiang to legally continue his rule and protect China from dissidents within and without. Yeah, I agree. Screw democracy. Time to take Lasha al-Assad. Someone's gonna have already made that joke. I get it's a very funny joke, but still. It's not a very funny joke. need to get to Nagari. Combat communist influence, Turkish UN membership. All my minions have come back. You join that. You join that. You join that. Alright. Turkey wants some stuff. Sure. Sierra Leone's in membership. Sure. You go hither. You go to Nagari. You go down here and circumvent a bunch of units. As soon we'll have already allies. Soon the Kingdom of Low will be in. We will have a border with them. So the cliques where we still have are the Union, the Ma cliques in Qingzhou and Ningxia, and a lot of other regions. The Guangxi and Shaanxi have already basically destroyed the Xinjiang clique. Successful infiltration, you go here, anti-tanks, sure. You have enough factories to make it like. Civil war in Laos, that is not planned. Communist activities in Vietnam has spilled over into Laos, and Indian equipment have launched an armed uprising against the Chinese-backed Vientiane government. The official Laotian government has requested aid from the Republic of China in containing this military uprising, while the Pathet Lao is using this as an empirical evidence that the Vientiane is a pawn of Chinese imperial control over Laos. So we ought to deal with that. So that the Pathet Lao, the Lao Communist Party, led by the Lao Patriotic Front or Neo Lao Hak of Suphuang Vang. This is the state of Lao under our bros, the Nationalist Party, Vak Wang Sad, and Suravana Phouama, the Hmong community under the Governor's Office of Tubi Liafang, and the Autonomous Regional Government of Champasak, led by the Chapasak, or House of Chapasak. Oh wow, that's getting destroyed in a few days. Offered to join war. It's been kicked out because of the entire ordeal. Oh, go! Now we can't send any troops in because we are currently destroying somewhere else right now. Damn it. Oh, to hell. Syria against UN membership. But once we get in Nagari, we will send as many troops as I can to help the Vietnamese kill the communists. The Brown versus Board of Education thing happened. The trial. The organization in schools. That's really undercutting it, but for the sake of time, Well, I mean, I haven't. I have 20 minutes, so yeah, that's not happening. Increasing the involvement, but too late. I've already taken Tibet. Sucks to be India. I don't need to send an ultimatum because I have already done everything. Opera. Do that. That. CP2222. That. That. Support a review and donate that. Do that. Do that. Do that. That. These. PP. PP. Yep. It's tiring doing nothing. Anyway, we're gonna sort of pacify Yunnan. Pacifying Yunnan. Ha 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 ha. Was ever done joke ever done? Failed at doing that. No. There we go. And you defend our new border. How about? Alright, how many troops may I send to you to save your country? 4. Jolly good. 5. Take off 1. Thomas region. How many can I send to you? 2. Mong. How many can I send to you? Also 2. Still need a better flag because that is literally what the flag of the Path of Lao used. Not joking, that is actually the Path of Lao's actual flag. We need a better flag. Just not the Path of Lao, the guys who made Lao in this mod, they need to use a better flag because that one's already kind of in use. I get that there's not very many known flags for Republican Laos, but think of something up at least. Something is better than nothing. I mean, it's better than what Colombia got, which is no flag at all. I mean, man, just plain colours. Actively. The hell. Anyway, complaining aside, let's do some down in the Lao. Let's get down on Lao. So I need to take the regions of Southern Chapansak, Savanahak, Boko, what looks to be soon to be Sfong Sali, and Northern Cheaburiba. Give them anti-tank. Okay. national independence. We basically turned them into freedom fighters. And a lot of our army is just off the thing. UN was at least there. Liberates and Liao Tung. The past few hours, Tung, basically the same thing. Send supporters to break the strike. Then government stuff, sure. Come into Laos's defense because the Laoses can't defend themselves. So get Hu Lian of the Tumu clique, Li Mi of the Huangpu clique, and Ma Jian of the Ma clique onto this stuff. Form that department. Get Cheng Yongzhen, put him in Boko. To rule 1,000 more. Get amending constitution, which we need to do that. Reform the national bank. The central bank of the Republic of China is an important institution that has traditionally been dominated by bureaucratic political science clique. The bureaucratic political science clique. There were a lot of cliques. While their technically knowledge, which has helped China navigate through the complex wars of economic policies, perhaps it's time to make adjustments. Final turn. What the hell is amending the constitution? What the hell is it? Here. A group petitioned 3 members of the National Assembly walked onto a stage presenting an assembly plenary with an urgent proposal. On the slack of paper, a few hundred signatures were other Kuomintang members or independents of the National Assembly were formally displayed, each supporting contents to this draft. A few pages after the signature, titled Executive Summary of this draft proposal reads, Constitutional members roughly proposed the abolishment of the presidential term limit, terminated on the chopping block. Ooh, groovy. Protect the Constitution. Telegraph the whole nation defends the Constitution. Stop the dictator Chiang Kai-shek from control. Defend our democracy. Defend our Constitution. The opposition was quick. Get you two to charge on this point. Get you to charge on that point. Get you two to help charge on this point. You to charge on this point and you to charge on this point. Construction 1, get tungsten mining and complex structures. Sudanese peacekeeping mission, I agree. And the Mediterranean Union now exists. If some Balkan nations like Bulgaria, led by the Tsar loyalist movement of Nikolai Milkonov, the Kingdom of Albania, the Italian puppet under Mustafa Krajid, and the Parti Fasci e Shqiptarish, or Fascist Party of Albania, basically it's under the Italians, and the Mechorisms, led by Mechorists, led by the Zerafan von Glosmans, Xenophon von Glosmas, although that may change in a few. Alright, no, that's a different guy. Well, whoever Glizik is, he's gonna die. Led by the Ethniko Socialika Komo Elados, or National Socialist Party of Greece. Even though I think it means ethnic socialism instead of nationalist or ethnicist. Because it may be just me, but I don't believe Ethniko is nationalist in Greece. Could be, and I could be just extremely wrong. But I have my opinion. Also, why isn't the city of Ljubljana not Lubinia, even though the state is? Unrealistic. Just saying. 23 troopers, put you here. Yeah, definitely no, I'm not getting for you or that. But 60 in here, put the rest of you in that army, and put you all under Zheng Wei Kao of the Zheng clique. Now we move forward. So infiltration. Malayan government wants help, sure. They're doing land reforms. Sadly not goddamn nationalist victory. Sudanese peacekeepers. Groovy. Hide this, I don't care anymore. Iraqi oil is nationalized. Which, yeah, I was expecting something close to that. Pardon me. Send you here. Send you here. Get you. Oh, I was clicking on it, it wasn't. You go here. The Krasnoyar Soviet Republic has been destroyed by the Soviet Republic of Novosibirsk. Khrushchev destroyed Zhukov. Ouch. The Phalangists somehow run one under Sergei Ivanov, under the Russian National People's Army. Still. And return of the Tsardom, it seems. Groovy. So the south is secured, now go north. They're destroying Baratia. We've destroyed their southern flank. Now to push up north. And soon we'll fully take back Chaya Buri. What the and let the Russians fight their own wars. I'm busy trying to stop Laos dying to the communists. You should have just let Baratia win it first. Also, Ostland's become an SS order state. Supposed to be in there, I guess. Stuff happened there, stuff happening there. A volunteer driving? No, you're not at war. You're fighting again. Baratia. Of course, Baratia. Well, it's expected. Yeah, at least the we're about to retake back 7 Hecht. I'm not joining the damn Russian conflict. I'm trying to save Laos. Arguably from itself. Arguably from themselves. Managed to encircle this group. So saving. Groovy, you should have stopped fighting. Now it's time to go north. Save your dad, I guess. From Vietnamese oppression. Malayan peacekeeping mission? Sure. Because I could always use the stuff. I think I skipped through something. But I do not care. It's probably nothing important. Anyway, we got Churi up barrier. He's back. Free Fence is back as well. Now we're just destroying the state of Briers of Britain. So Free Fence is victorious. This is gonna collapse in itself after they have to give back all their stuff. Botswana? Sure. Botswana. I think it's supposed to be Botswana. Where's your next colony? We have to lose Clement Attlee. Who knows? But the Germans are invading the Ukraine, so. Governor of the National Bank. It's impressive to choose someone to become governor of the central bank, as well as will be responsible for carrying out the monetary policies of the entire country and determined by banking laws. Currently, many prefer Hun Yung-chung from the political science clique due to his experience and influence in politics, with many seeing him as more capable of handling the central bank, with his anti-corruption policies emphasizing physical stability. During his tenure as mayor of Shanghai, however, we also have the opportunity to choose someone not from a clique, teasing those who have built up a dislike of cliques, while also appearing more democratic to the public. This, however, it has its drawbacks. It could lead to resentment from the cliques towards us, and they will no doubt be upset for being sidelined. Therefore, we may carefully shove the cliques aside. That was quick. Anyway, agricultural initiatives. More initiatives must be introduced to repair the agricultural industry. While time will gradually fix the food security issue, certainly certain provinces face the government should perform more to improve the situation. Anyway, pardon me. At least these two aren't dominant anymore. Not being dominated by them. Haha ha. Botswana is a UN member now. They misspelled Botswana, which I get is quite easy to do. Kind of it's a hard name, but just say it out loud and you can kind of think of how to say it. So anyway, psychological department, which doesn't even exist on this part, so who knows where it is. And now Germany's invading Russia again. Just as they were about to do the grand coronation. Although they only have a slight bit into it. Like Gomel levels. Haha ha. Oh, we may actually get to Fong Sali and retake Fong. Why is the city and the fingers different? Who knows? We'll take until we've fully destroyed the amendment passed. Peace conference. Not for one I wanted. Constitutional amendment, the abolishment of presidential term limits, passed and adopted by a majority vote of the National Assembly. This adopted is effective and legally applicable to currently sitting officials. A democratic decision. It will be definitely used non-democratically, I will assure you that much. Come on. Strikes in Fujian. Send out orders to destroy it. Do those. Don't care less anymore. Don't go less anymore. Get rid of Shaanxi. Sorry, Yang Xuan. And Shishan. The rural investor will be a problem in Hunan. Be exactly 50% chance. And a 60% chance for a labor strike in Sichuan. Peacekeeper service casualty, yada yada. Soviet Republic versus the Noletsk Soviet government. That was Noletsk. Oh, Amnestia has changed its name. It is now led by the Alternative Communist Party under Ivan Varashev. I wonder who will win, the guys from the north or who knows indeed. You want stuff? Sure. You want some stuff? Sure. You want stuff? Sure. You want some stuff? Sure. Azerbaijan destroyed that and has basically pieced out with everyone else except for those two, I guess. But they're basically chill. Chill pill. Still don't know why that's randomly Turkish. Still not doing a nationalist victory. God damn you. We finally got to sure. Sure. This is psychological warfare for me. Oh, you gotta be joking me. This is gonna be a while. Longer. That's a definite. At least we got them all in one place. University protests, just put them down. Way. The Russian Empire has returned. And Vladimir I and the Royal Assembly, or Korolevskoye Sobrania, or technically phalangists, and finally Denmark too. Denmark. Ha 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 ha. Come on, they're dying one by one. Yeah, baby, we've done it. Now, The more important things, we're all the way down here in Riyadh, the state of Laos. Yeah, baby! Yeah! Alright, this has been the I guess, start of a holiday special. The last cheap being PP2222, so I can get all these things done. Don't care about that, don't care about that. Get you. Get you. Alright, so other than needing to send more troops, but that's tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, but Sunday, Monday-ish time. But basically, this is the end of today's video. Hope to see you next time. Hope to see you then. And happy summer holidays for anyone who's from the gaming department of the not university, South Cheshire College. Peace.